program is being supported by the following companies: Run Racing, the producers of the 2011 Long Beach International City Bank Marathon and Half Marathon; Bono's Authentic Pizzeria, restaurants with locations located in Long Beach and San Pedro; Soulbound Productions, visual media production that helps businesses and organizations connect with their audiences. Coming up in this next set of exciting and insightful interviews, we had the privilege and honor to sit down with a dedicated staff of Team Run Racing, led by 1968 Olympic gold medalist and CEO Bob Seagren. We had the opportunity to sit down with Mr. Seagren, and he discussed with us the condition that the Long Beach Marathon was in when his Run Racing group took this event over in 2001.
Well, we took the event over in 2001 from a promoter that had some very serious financial issues. And when that happened, the opportunity came about through some friends of mine that said the marathon might be available. They're looking for, maybe somebody to take it over. And I did a little investigating, and I got pretty excited about the opportunity, thought there was a great potential, and had no idea that the potential was as great as it ended up being. But in 2001, we put a budget together planning for the event in November. And of course, if most of you will remember that 9/11 in 2001 was a pretty significant day in our history, and we ended up having about half the amount of people that we had originally planned and budgeted for. So we had a bit of a financial hole to dig ourselves out of. But I think everybody, all the employees, we believed in the event, and the city was very gracious in helping us get through those first couple of years. And now the event, we've gone from roughly 4,000 people to 23,000 to 25,000 people expected this year.
Now Bob Seagren shares with us about his perspective on how his Run Racing team has been able to maintain their success over the years.
Well, it's anybody doing this type of work. When I hire an employee here, I tell them we're in the event business, and to really succeed in it, you have to have the feeling that you're throwing a dinner party for 20-some thousand of your closest friends. So you don't have a dinner party at your home and decide an hour before what you're going to serve. I mean, so you really have to plan ahead, making sure the meal is prepared and properly. You have the right setting, the ambiance, the right music, the lighting, and whatever. So you're really inviting these people to your house, throwing a party, and the real reward and satisfaction is that when those people leave, the party's over, that they're all, had a great time, they're going to go home, tell their friends, and then they can't wait for the next party that you're going to throw. And so that's the real reward and the great feeling that I get out of doing this. And I think that has to be the feeling, because it's really paying attention to details, and that's what it takes to be in this business.
Next, we speak with John Parks, Executive Vice President of Marketing. John speaks with us about some of the intimate details that take place behind the scenes to put a huge event like this marathon together.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, from a marketing perspective, several of us have to work so hard all year long, really, to get people here to come to Long Beach. We go to so many different other events and place advertising and work really hard getting the word out what a great city Long Beach is and what a beautiful course it is. And then, of course, to actually stage the event itself requires just thousands of hours of effort by so many people to pull together.
John discusses with us further about some of the touching moments that he looks forward to on the day of the marathon. Let's listen in.
It's incredibly inspiring to see the start line and the finish line of the event when you work so hard all year long to put something like this on, and people are crying and hugging when they achieve that lifetime goal of running 26.2 miles. It's just absolutely wonderful. And then we also have this great group called the 26.2 Club that are always, they work all year long on a volunteer basis to sort of plan, to be a part of it, and then they're the key course marshals or in charge of a specific area associated with a race. So we've got a big group there. And over 2,000 volunteers that help us on race day and the whole weekend. I mean, fabulous groups that staff water stations or cheer stations, or will be at the finish line, hanging medals like the JetBlue team this year. It's just really great to have all these different organizations come together.
Phyllis Blanchard, she's the Expo and Charities Coordinator as well as the Volunteer Director, and she speaks with us about why she thinks this marathon is unique among other marathons that take place around the country.
Well, it is a full marathon. We offer an array of different events: 5K, 10K, half marathon, and Aquarium of the Pacific. But more specifically, we work with over 30 different charities. As one of my roles, I have the privilege of working with both local and national organizations to really use our event as a fundraising platform for them. Marathon fundraising has blown up over the past couple of years due to the downward turn of the economy. We're noticing more people want to engage in health and fitness activities. We work with various organizations, Long Beach Rescue Mission, Miller's Children's Hospital, Memorial. We work with them. Actually, the artwork behind me is donated, work through Miller's Children's. So we do work with various Long Beach organizations. The goal is, of course, to use our event to better the community, to get more people to come and visit and see what they're missing by not coming to visit Long Beach.
Last up is the Marketing Coordinator, Danica Kuhlman, and she expresses her personal thoughts on why this marathon is special for her.
This event is really special to me because this event actually was the race that I broke 4 hours in the marathon. It was my first half marathon and my first marathon that I actually had a really good experience at. My first marathon that I ran was San Diego Rock and Roll, and I got really sick and I was really disappointed at the end of the race. But after Long Beach, it was everything I've ever wanted in a race. I broke the 4 hour mark, which is what I really wanted to do. And it was a really special moment. I still read like my recap of the race and it makes me tear up just because it was such an emotional and great experience.
Okay, before we go, we just want to thank everyone for watching this special edition of Leaders Behind the Scenes, featuring the Run Racing Team. For information about the Run Racing Team and the Long Beach International Citibank Marathon and Half Marathon, you can go to runlongbeach.com. For additional information about Long Beach Voices and other feature stories about the marathon, you can also go to longbeachvoices.com, Facebook/Long Beach Voices, and YouTube/Long Beach Voices. And remember, Long Beach Voices is on the scene so you don't miss a thing.